Yeah, I want to know how much your Big Mac meal is with a large vanilla shake. How much would that be?
After tax, it's gonna be $12.92.
How much?
$12.92.
Holy fuck! Why I ain't got that much money? I said I ain't got but $5 fucking. You got anything free?
No, and there's no need to cuss at me.
I didn't cuss at you. If I did, I would have cussed at you. I didn't cuss at you. I said I just had $5 fucking. That's not cussing at you.
Well, that's using inappropriate language at an establishment, and there's nothing for free.
What? You know what? I didn't cuss at you or anything, and you start this bullshit. Fuck you. Let's go.
Okay, get the fuck out of my drive-thru.
Fuck you in your driveway too. Come on out, bitch. I wasn't cussing her. I told her all I had was $5 fucking. Now is that cussing her? No, it's not. Did she tells me to get out of her fucking driveway? That was cussing me, so I told her, fuck off. Fuck you. And that's exactly what I told her. Fuck you. That's cussing her. Yeah. But she started the motherfucking shit. She cussed me first.
No, she didn't, Gran.
She told me to get out of her fucking driveway.
She said that after you cussed her.
Shut your fucking mouth, Jake. I didn't cuss her first.
You know, I have a question. Why must you be such an angry grandma when your future looks quite bright to me? God, that would make a good song. Some lyrics. Yeah, I got to think about that. Thank you, Jay Sokolov, attorney for Donald Trump. Hey, why not? It's President's Day. How are you? Thank you. How's it going? Woo-wee. Thank you. All right, let's get this party started on President's Day.
It's the kind of sick thinking we really need for our country. Isn't that right?
The revolution starts now. I'm just a dirty white boy. 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 Dirty white boy.
Wow. So, what's new? Did you guys have a good weekend? I had a very painful weekend. Yeah. I joined this, I don't know why I did this. I joined this gym class, okay? They say it's pretty good. Now, Saturday and Sunday, I worked out for about 3 hours apiece. And if I tell you I cannot move, see, I can't even lift my arms. I went through the ringer, folks. I can't walk. I can't lift my arms. I've used muscles I haven't used in I don't know how many years. You didn't feel it when it was happening. The endorphins kick in your brain and you just keep going. It's like a drug. You keep going. I say, I got this. And then a couple of hours later at home, I don't got this. Holy moly. I have biofreeze. That's the substance you spray on your limbs. Whew. So anyway, I'm going to go back tomorrow. I think I'm just going to kill myself. What the hell? It was a lot of fun, though. It was a lot of fun. What the hell? What do they say? No pain, no gain? I was lifting weights. I was like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Man, it was crazy. Nuts. So forgive me, my joints are a little disjointed, if you will. So, yeah. All right. So I hope you had a good weekend. That Stick song we just played? I read an article today. I'm going to tell you some of the songs that talk about UFOs, and I never knew this. Did you know the Stick song Come Sail Away is about UFOs? Huh? I didn't know that. But there's a list of others you may not know which talk about UFOs, okay? Maybe you could name a few, but that blew my mind, that Come Sail Away. I pictured all these years since the 70s, being out in the water, maybe on a boat, a yacht, whatever. But it's a song about UFOs. Who knew? Yes. So anyway, let's see who's checking in. I see Mr. Sonny out of Cali has a long-ass paragraph. Donna Nasty Barger, how are you? We have Brandon Farmer. Did you enjoy the race, the NASCAR race? I tuned in for approximately 15 minutes, and then I couldn't take it anymore. Carolyn Fox, the midget stalker, you should have done my aging backwards videos, Perry. Probably I should have. But, I wanted to get out. I wanted to be a social butterfly. I wanted to get out. I was invited, so I decided to go, okay? And maybe I should have done that. But I'm going to stick with it. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. But, man, oh, man. Oh, Lord. It even affected, not that you need to know this, maybe this is TMI, it even affected my groin. Good gracious. I don't know how these people do. I guess you get used to it after a while, but, because you're not using all these joints and muscles. Anyway, enough about me. Let's see who's checking in. Let me call up the wonderful Meta here. Oh, Lord. Let's see what we have. All right. Don't go away. There I am. Hello. Hello, handsome. How are you doing? All right. We got a few people over there, too. Let's see what Sonny has written in his paragraph. Good gracious. What up, Perry Stone and Stone Nation? Taylor Swift. Please don't tell me you're going to request Taylor Swift. What the hell are you smoking, man? Taylor Swift is famous for writing songs after broken relationships. As a matter of fact, that's all she talks about in her songs. What's with this woman? She's a good-looking woman. What is this with the breakup of all these boys? It must be her. It must be her. I'm just saying. There's something with her that's not right. That's all I'm saying. So, yeah, she's famous for writing songs after broken relationships, but she was not the first. Christine McVie preceded her by decades with multiple partners, including a Beach Boy, a lightning technician, and a keyboardist. Let's play a couple of songs. She wrote about past lovers. Let's go with Everywhere, covered by HSCC. And a metal version of You Make Love and Fun. That intrigues me, covered by Barrenless. Question, here it comes. Can you name the band whose name was inspired by the drummer's dad who worked for the CIA? Phew. Can you name the band whose name was inspired by the drummer's dad who worked for the CIA? I'm just going to go out on a limb. I know I'm going to be wrong, but since it's President Day, is this a quick, a trick question? Would it be Presidents of the United States of America? I don't know. I don't know. I'll take a wild stab at it. That's all I know. Carolyn says Foo Fighters. That's a good guess. Yes, Foo Fighters. Yeah, Dave Grohl. That makes sense. But I'm not going to change my response. I'll let you have that, Carolyn. If you are correct, I'll have you be the lone winner if you are today's chosen one. I'll have my Stonehead Jeopardy question for you in the next couple of minutes. We have a lot of stuff to take care of. Yes, we do. Let's play that. I'm really intrigued about this metal version of You Make Love and Fun. How to take a nice, wholesome song and turn it into a metal song. I love it. Let's see. Well, well, well.
Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, you got it. Yes, subscribe if you want to, you creepy man, you. Yes. We'll have another Fleetwood Mac song as per Sonny's request today in just a couple of moments. I kind of like that. Very different. I would never suspect a heavy metal version of that loving song, You Make Loving Fun. All right, let's see what's going on here. Let's see. Yes, McVie dated the late Beach Boy Dennis Wilson, blah, 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 and so forth and so on. So let's get the answer there, Sonny, of the trivia question you asked, okay? Yeah, please, I would like to know, because that's very interesting about the drummer whose dad worked for the CIA. The answer to today's trivia question is the Police. Oh, wow. Okay, very interesting trivia question. Who knew? Who knew? Very, very nice. The Police. All right, well, good news. Hello, Elizabeth Lardy. You were very active over the weekend, and today, thank you very much for all that you have sent me. I do appreciate that. All right, it's time for my trivia question. Has nothing to do with music today. Are you ready? All right. What's today's category? Lesbians and cars. My favorite topic. This is the favorite car of lesbians. More are sold to them than any other. Name the car that lesbians love. Please, I'll repeat the question. This is the favorite car of lesbians. More are sold to them than any other. What is the answer? Get them in. And I don't know why it is, but it is. They love it. So get them in, ladies and gentlemen. And we will commence with our President's Day special, whatever that is. Here's part 2 of Sonny's request, another Fleetwood Mac song. You know this one. Oh, it's everywhere. Oh, man.
Speak a little louder, I'll even shout.
you can hear that in a car commercial as well. People are just driving. It's for an EV, of course, because that's where, everything is at. Got to get an EV. Damn it, you gas guzzlers. That's right. They're in the car having a good time. The sun is out. The trees are blowing. And that song comes in. And everybody's just like frolicking in the car and singing the lyrics. Bleh! Anyway, I asked the question. Before we get to the question again, if you're first tuning in, Stuart Copeland was the drummer, still is, I guess, if the Police ever get back together, of, the Police drummer, Stuart Copeland. But, Sonny, did you know he recorded a couple of solo songs back in the 70s under a completely different name? And it has to do with a superhero. Do you know? I'll throw it right back at you, Sonny. Don't look it up either. Yes, Stuart Copeland. In fact, I have it. I have the songs. There was a punk album of greatest hits, and Stuart Copeland did, like I said, a couple of solo songs under a different name, and has to deal with a superhero. So I'll see if you know what that is. All right, let's get to my Stonehead Jeopardy question. This is the favorite car of lesbians. More are sold to them than any other. What could it be? Sonny says, what is the obscure manufacturer Subaru? Donna Nasty Barger, what is Mustang? Carolyn Foxy says, what's a minivan? Yes. Okay, anybody else want to take a gander? Want to take a guess at this? Going once? Going twice? We do have a winner today. It would be Sonny. Subaru. That's right. Now, just a little side note here. A friend of mine recently bought a Subaru. He's not a lesbian, obviously. And so he went in to get the car, oil change or whatever from the place, wherever it was. And the woman behind the desk was joking with him and said, "You don't look like a lesbian to me." And he goes, "What are you talking about?" And she said, obviously she was a lesbian. She says, "Don't you know that's the official car of lesbians?" He goes, "Get out of here. I love the vehicle." So now the lesbians have taken over Subaru, okay? Why that is, I don't know. I can't answer it, but they love their Subaru. So congratulations to Sonny. He is our winner. That's right. Anyway, the Subaru, yes. Today, ladies and gentlemen, who is your favorite president?
I haven't. Look, I'm very highly educated. I know words. I have the best words.
I've now been in 57 states. I think one left to go.
I hear there's rumors on the internets.
To keep alive the truth and honor of the Holocaust, horror of the Holocaust.
You're not known to be a humble man, but I wonder.
I think I am actually humble. I think I'm much more humble than you would understand.
When Aretha first told us what RSPECT meant to her.
Too many good docs are getting out of business. Too many OBGYNs aren't able to practice their love with women all across this country.
God bless you all. Democracy. Thank you.
Yeah, that was some of the weirdest remarks by our presidents. Here's more great presidential moments, folks.
In my State of the Union, or my speech to the nation, whatever you want to call it.
You bet I cut the taxes at the top. That encourages entrepreneurship. What we Republicans should stand for is growth in the economy. We ought to make the pie higher.
You send a kid to the emergency room for a treatable illness like asthma. They end up taking up a hospital bed. It costs you gave them treatment early, and they got some treatment and a breathalyzer or an inhalator. Welcome, de cinco de cuatro.
I love it. I'm sitting there tweeting. Bing, bing, bing. You press a button. Bing, bing. They all hand you checks. Bing, 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 bing. You know, in the old days, bing, bong. With the map. Bing, bing. Everyone else, bing. Bing, bing. Bing, bing. Bong, bong. Bing, bing, bing. Bye. Bing, bing. That's the end of that.
All right, we will honor our presidents today. Sonny says, "Perry, you stumped me. Please let us know all about Stewart's solo stuff. He went under the name Clark Kent, and I used to play his stuff in college. Look up, or I guess YouTube, a song called Don't Care. It's about 2 minutes long, and it just rocks. And towards the end, I never forgot it. I mean, I've heard the song since college. He says something about, if you don't like it, you can suck my socks. Yes, Clark Kent, Stuart Copeland of the Police. Just a little bit of trivia for you. All right. We shall return in the next couple of minutes with your viral videos and some bizarre topics. Did you know, Sonny, not only will I have a very, very bizarre fetish mechanism that people are using, I'm not even going to describe what it is. It's for the man. But did you know, according to science, the average length of the male penis has increased over the decades, but doctors say it's not a good thing. Have I wet your palate, so to speak? That's all coming up in the next couple of minutes, Stonehead, so stick around. Woo-wee! Let's get on the loose. Saga is here on the Perry Stone Show. Come on back.
Start
Yes, big in Canada, somewhat okay here. Saga and On the Loose right here. How are you feeling there, Stoneheads? Yes, I am a hurting puppy here. Let's see if I can lift my arm. Woo-wee! How you doing down there, buddies? Oh, yeah, you had a rough weekend. Anyway, just some programming notes. I will not be here tomorrow, okay? Pass the word, please. I'm sure I'll get some notifications, and I'm totally humbled by that. You know, where's Perry? Tomorrow I will not be here. On another note, as you know, on Friday, if you were with us, the people at the Publishers Company sent me an email if I needed to make any changes, and I just made two. One was a grammatical error on either my part or their part. I'm not really sure. It doesn't matter. Singing. They misspelled singing. So I mentioned I have a correction sheet, and so that was number one. But number two, I wanted to put someone, Stonehead, that I didn't include originally. This is last year. The listener acknowledgments, I added J.C. Hale. And I know he's not with us yet, but if he pops on, please, someone tell him no that he has been placed in the Perry Stone Radio Days book under the acknowledgments. That's it. And I told them, I said, go ahead, proceed. Come on, time's a wasting. Let's get that book out already. That's the only thing. Okay? Two things. So that is that. Oh, Carolyn, you are just, what am I going to do with you? You're so complimentary. I like the shirt, Perry. What color is it? I know you're colorblind. See if you can guess the colors here. There are multiple colors. I know it's tough for you. I get it. All right. So what are the former presidents doing on President's Day? Let's check in.
And now, what the former presidents are doing for President's Day.
I'm going to spend every waking hour in front of the TV or with the Xbox.
We're going to smoke pot, and it's going to get intense.
I know Hillary said that she would like to bend over backwards. More than 100,000 physicians.
That's what the former presidents are doing for President's Day.
Now, of course, this is a day that people don't really remember presidents. There's usually sales, right? There's mattress sales. And maybe somebody can answer this. I don't know how it started, where it started, but we think of President's Day not for the great leaders of our country from many years past, like George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. We think of one thing, the mattress. How did that whole thing start? But of course, nowadays, those presidents that I just mentioned are politically incorrect. They're seen as slave owners and bad, bad people that need to be removed from money, from high schools, burn the history books for the god-awful things they've done to our country. Yeah.
The third Monday in February, President's Day. A day when the U.S. honors George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, and Americans can save up to $1,000 on select mattresses at the Mattress Depot Land. As we remember the father of our country, our 16th president, and others looking for huge savings on all king and queen adjustable mattress sets. I cannot tell a lie. Treat yourself to a life-changing sleep on a Tempur-Pedic mattress. And celebrate our nation's great leaders on President's Day by emancipating your wallet only at Mattress Depot Land, now with 0% financing.
And as you see in the subject line, even in today's reel that I produced, got a lot of hits on that one, but why don't they, I must be the only one that keeps saying this every President's Day, why can't they, the dry cleaners, give, I don't know, 10%, 20%, whatever it is, off stained dresses in honor of Bill Clinton? Why is it just mattresses? I'm just saying. It irks me. Cosmic just checked in. Let's see. I think Cosmic is digging on the Carolyn. He said, hello, Perry, and then followed by Carolyn. A minivan is something that tried to replace the VW microbus, but never really could cut it. Thanks for the information, Cosmic. Cosmic, do you know any lesbians? Because that was today's trivia question. The Subaru is the car that lesbians love. More lesbians purchase the Subaru than any other car, in case you missed that. Interesting. I find it fascinating. I want to know the reason for that as well. Yeah. Let's see what else is going on there, folks. Well, again, there are some people in this world that just, how do I say this, are misguided. I'm going to be polite. Instead of saying woke or politically incorrect, they're misguided about our history. And I think a lot of it has to do with kids not being brought up and being taught the history of our country and the presidents. Yes, there were some bad things that they did. We understand that, the whole slavery thing with Thomas Jefferson and others, but there is this disdain for the presidents of years past, and it really shouldn't be. Again, what do I always say? The body of work. Judge on the body of work, whether it be getting into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Baseball Hall of Fame, etc., etc. It's just a shame. It is.
It's time for Cultural Sensitivity Theater. Today's episode, it's President's Day.
Dad, what's President's Day?
Well, Timmy, today is when we celebrate the birth of our first president, George Washington. Well, Timmy, today is when we celebrate the birth of notorious slave owner George Washington.
Great. I love George Washington. And he killed so many Native Americans, too.
Don't worry, it celebrates other great Americans, too. Don't worry, it celebrates other old racist white guys, too.
Well, since there's no school, want to go to the park and toss the football? Well, since there's no school, want to go to the park and participate in a primal activity that causes lifelong mental and physical damage?
Sure, I'll go get the truck. Sure, I'll go start the single largest contributor to ozone depletion because nobody took Al Gore seriously.
Love you, Dad. Love ya, white male oppressor at the root of all societal ills.
Join us next time on Cultural Sensitivity Theater for a chat with Grandma about Bernie Sanders' religion.
He's a what? Oh.
Yes, a socialist. Bernie Sanders, by the way, getting beat up on social media. He's charging something like almost $100 for you to see him speak. I mean, really? Okay, Mr. Socialist, everybody should have everything. So he's going to charge $100 for his speeches now. Very nice. What's that word that begins with H that I'm looking for? Oh, yeah, hypocrite. I like what Pete Jenkins, just joining us, he says maybe Cuban cigars should be on sale in honor of President Bill Clinton. That's right, because he taught me that valuable lesson, how to moisten a cigar. I've been doing it ever since he was president. That's right. You invite a nice lady over, you get her a little watered up, we'll say. How do you like that? A little watered up in the nether regions, and you insert the cigar, and it tastes unbelievable. Yes, I agree. Stained dresses and cigars should be on sale on President's Day. Just saying. patriotic song of sorts, Night Ranger. You can still rock in America. Yeah, they haven't taken that away from us. Who the hell knows? Because rock and roll, as you know, can be very politically incorrect. That's the next thing. I'm sure if you're of a certain age, you remember what rock and roll went through back in the day. I want to say late 70s, 80s. Judas Priest, Ozzy Osbourne, they were going to ban those albums from those artists and others as well, to be fair. And they had to go to court because, well, there was a tragedy. Someone listened to, I believe, a Judas Priest song and killed himself. And thus that was an avalanche of parents and concerned people in Congress saying that these lyrics, these devil lyrics from Judas Priest and Ozzy Osbourne, were detrimental to our society and wanted them banned. They even went to court, like I said, but they lost that battle. But throughout the years, rock and roll has been under scrutiny. Even Elvis Presley. If you lived through the Elvis Presley days, in the beginning, parents were horrified by this man gyrating and touching himself. You know, the parents were going ballistic, and some people wanted him banned as well. The Doors, the Rolling Stones on Ed Sullivan. Yeah. Certain lyrics they did not like. So rock and roll has come a long way, folks. It still survives after all these years. Fantastic. I have a question for you on another note. You all know who is Mel Gibson, right? Mel Gibson, Lethal Weapon, some other Braveheart. He's had a string of successful movies and some real duds. So my question to you, can you picture Mel Gibson as a disc jockey, more specifically as a news talk disc jockey? Where am I going with this? Mel Gibson is going to release a movie, I think sometime in March, April. And I guess it's kind of like a takeoff on talk radio a little bit. So when I saw this, I went, you got to be kidding me. Mel Gibson as a talk show host. Why they didn't call me, well, I just don't know. But anyway, yeah, there goes my chances of Radio Days becoming a movie. Hopefully it'll be a Netflix series. I don't know. I have a dream, much like Martin Luther King. So I want to play the trailer for you. And I'll just let you. It's called, I believe, On the Line. Get it? You're on the line, caller. So here we go. Let me get this going here. Mel Gibson and his new movie, On the Line, due out in March or April. It does look intriguing, and of course, I'm a little sensitive to it.
All right, people. Settle in, relax. Give me a call. This is On the Line.
Are you ready?
I'm always ready.
We're expecting your calls. Talk to Elvis live on air and tell him about all of your issues and problems.
If it isn't the greatest radio host. Okay, we got Gary on the line. What say you, Gary? Gary, you with us?
I'm gonna do something really screwed up tonight.
You at home?
No.
Does the home belong to someone you know?
No.
It belongs to somebody not very nice.
And I'm gonna take out his whole family.
Gary, what was that?
I'm breaking into the house.
Hey, Gary, stop, wait, come on. Why hurt his family? I mean, they're innocent. You're better than that, Gary. Tell me calmly. Where exactly are you?
I'm at your house.
Honey?
Tonight, I've gone out of my way to make sure you spend the worst night of your life. See, I've created a game, and I think you're gonna love it.
This can still end well.
But I don't want it to end well.
I don't want to die here.
Well, if we don't want to die, we gotta fight.
That won't be easy. Now I want you to jump. So how about you tell us the truth? We're all listening.
Show yourself, you slippery son of a...
I have to say it looks intriguing. We'll probably see that. Yes. And, you know, yeah, I said I'm sensitive to it because some of those things, those images, yeah, yours truly has gone through with some less than stable people, will say. Yes, breaking into homes, as you know, it happened to me. But nothing like that. Nothing as crazy as that. But, yeah, I'm sensitive to that. And I'll probably see that. Better than what I thought when I first heard Mel Gibson was going to be a talk show host. I said, come on, get out of here. He looks okay doing it, okay? Yeah, he's had his struggle with alcoholism as well. So, you know, he's had a rough patch. What can I tell you? Let's see what people are talking about. Has anybody seen the new Elvis movie? Thought it was pretty good. I have not. I'd like to see that. Yes. Have to check it out. That's right. Okay, yeah, I will see that. I heard the actor, and forgive me, I don't remember who played Elvis in this latest movie about him. I don't know the actor's name, but I hear he's very, very good at it. All righty. Do we want to start with... All right. So let's do some viral videos. You know, I told you that I'm a hurting puppy. I can't lift my legs. I'm really like handicapped because of the 2 days of being at this gym and doing all these wacky things that my muscles haven't been used in years. So let's start off with something Elizabeth Larney sent me that has to do with exercising here. And my good friend, we often play him a lot. This is Big Daddy. I love it. Big Daddy. So, oh, I better turn that music down. Here comes my favorite part. Not that part. See, that's what I was doing over the weekend. Come on, lift that treadmill. You don't run on it. You lift it up. Come on, you can do it. Well, that was my favorite part right there. Wow. Oh, boy. It always, yes, okay. I see that a lot at the gym. I know what you ladies are doing. You can't fool me. You just can't fool me. I'm sorry. Yes, some people are just show-offs. All right, let's get to maybe some kind of animal species video maybe. I love this. Only in Australia, I guess, you can get one of these frogs. I'm not really sure.
Stay. All right, go ahead. So yesterday was Dumpy's birthday. Dumpy is officially 4 years old now, and I wasn't even certain she was a girl until about last year. There's a few differences between the male and female, but the big one is only the males croak. And that's what it sounds like. In Australia, where these guys roam wild, sometimes in the hot and dry summer season, they'll find their way into people's houses and go in your toilets and showers looking for a cool place to hang out. With a healthy diet, Dumpy could live up to 21 years. So we have so many adventures to come. If you'd like to see what we're up to next, tap all the buttons on this video. All right, Dumpy, say goodbye.
Wow.
Have a good one.
I'm intrigued by that. Look how big that sucker is. Has anybody licked the toad's back to get high? Supposedly psychedelic things happen when you do that. I would never. People swear by it that it is a great high. It's like psychedelic dudes. Yeah. Now, this is going to disturb you folks. I will never have American cheese by the slices again, the plastic American cheese that you get at the grocery store.
I wanted to come on here and show you guys this that I saw, heard, and read about. I didn't believe it, and I was like, there's no way. This is cheese that I just took out of the fridge. And you can plainly see that I just opened it. So, when you burn it, do you hear that? It's plastic, people. It's not melting. It's burning. Kind of makes you wonder why.
Isn't that weird? I mean, hello. That's kind of scary, don't you think? And finally, for those that are thrill seekers that want to laugh at death, that's right, laugh at death. Ha 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 ha. I saw this and it almost disturbed me to the point where I maybe got a little sick, but somebody actually did this. This is not fake from what I understand. So let's roll this. Just wait for it, hear it. Look
now
at
he's
this
going to
guy.
make his way over to this double drop. You saw Remy Metallier ride. And he'll quickly deviate into his unique section. And here it comes. Here's where things are going to start to get tricky. Flat spin 450. Oh, a little bit short, but linking it right into the back. Now getting on those brakes because he's got another steep drop. I can't stress how difficult it is to slow down and compose yourself for this section. Now, we've seen a lot of cases here, but Andreu extends the Superman, flips the step.
No way!
Andreu Lakondegi, one more opportunity for a big trick, a flat spin, 450 looking back. Look at that.
Sticks it right in the corral. Lakondegi taps into a sixth gear here at the 2018 Rampage. What a run.
That is totally insane, man. Totally insane. But, you know, just goes to prove there are a lot of talented people out there. I mean, how do you practice that? I mean, crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay. We shall return in the next couple of minutes, Stonehead, so stick around and see what we can play for you. This is a song from the 90s. Always liked it. It's from Days of the New and Shelf in the Room.
The key is so distant. I've opened arms, know when to listen, know what to listen for, yeah. The shelf in the room has been the way of holding me and letting me say, kick me out, let me go. I don't belong here no more. Releasing sounds, getting tired. I hold myself, I can't hold myself. The shelf in the room has been the way of holding me and letting me stay. The shelf in the room has been so true. I can't hide in the shelf in the room. Yeah. Hold out, no, never hold in. Hold out, never hold in. Hold out, never hold. Hold out, no, never hold in. Hold out, never hold in. Hold out, never hold. Know when to listen, know what to listen for, yeah. Leaving resistance, don't let them tell you anymore. Is there any way to get away? I ask myself while I still sigh. The shelf in the room has been the
Days of the New and Shelf in the Room. Love that one a lot. All right, so I hide the kids here because this one is a little delicate. Not really. You're not going to see any weird sex. You're going to see a machine. Sonny is going to love this. This may be a Christmas present for Sonny. I'm not really sure. But I believe this was invented by either the Chinese or Japanese. Okay. Now, let's be adults. You know, there are guys that will make some money, make a lot of money by donating their sperm. It's actually a good thing, okay? People, women that can't conceive, that's a good thing. But when you go to the sperm banks, what they do, or any place, doesn't have to be the sperm bank, but you know, they tell the guy to go into a room and there's a bunch of magazines. Sometimes there's videos, and that kind of helps the guy along, we'll say. Okay, it's a weird thing. I have never done that. Total transparency. Okay, I have never done that, but the whole process of that could be very, you know, I don't know, awkward. It's kind of like you're in a, I don't know, room like Saw. It's just barren, and there's like maybe magazines or a TV, and you're looking at the videos and you put it in, and then you're like, okay, what's this? I take a dish and I do that. It's weird. But now, to the rescue is a new machine, which maybe they'll sell over the market for guys. I'm not really sure. But here we go, folks. I don't know what, I think it's called the Black Spider. I'm not, I really don't know. So here we go. Check this out. Sonny, you're going to love this in particular. 10,000 machines sold every year. 13,000. Wow. You gotta love the music too. And it's portable, maybe. Wow. So what do you think about that? It doesn't look very attractive, but I guess supposedly it works. Yes, Saturday nights will never be the same. I'm telling you, the robots are taking over. They just have to, maybe if you could put guys in China, if you're listening, and I know you are, maybe you could put like a wig on it with some lipstick. It just looks, I don't know, it looks creepy. You know, it's pretty sad when Chewbacca or R2-D2 or C-3PO look more attractive than that contraption. I don't know. I'd like to try that out, see how it works. You know, just for research purposes so I could report back to you, Stoneheads. Yeah. Fascinating, don't you think? All righty. Nothing more endearing, I would say here. I don't know why that happened. It just did. Hang on a second. It just did. Hang on a second. This is very endearing. This is a woman here. I think it's Michelle Obama. I'm not really sure. Here she is. And I guess she's going to the 7-Eleven to pick up some weeds. Wow, Sanford and Son, top of it. I love the outfit. I think this is going to be the new stuff, or maybe that's Lizzo. I'm not really sure. I thought it was Michelle Obama, but maybe it's Lizzo. Maybe she got a little wasted over the weekend, but She looks good, Lizzo. She does. Very good. She's got herself a Red Bull. That's what I'm talking about. All good. All right, so let's take a look at this father and son having a discussion. This is why sometimes women are right about dads. They teach bad habits to their kids, specifically their sons.
Love Percy.
I love Pussy.
Say Percy is my favorite.
Pussy's my favorite. I love Pussy.
Oh, shit. Hey, good job, Bubba.
I
you see?
love Percy.
I love Pussy.
Say Percy is my favorite.
Pussy's my favorite. I love Pussy.
Oh, shit. Hey, good job, Bubba.
You see, good job encouraging that. That's what dads do. Okay, he's looking around for mom. Is mom around? See, if he had a daughter, that wouldn't be happening. You know, would not be happening. Disgusting. Just disgusting.
It's the handbag every woman wants this Christmas. It's Percy.
I love my Percy. It holds all my stuff. Plus, my Percy is just the right size. You don't want too big a Percy.
That's right. Women love their Percy. And hands off, guys. They don't want you messing with it.
My husband has no clue about my Percy. He can't find anything in it.
That's because of all the intricate folds, pouches, and secret compartments to keep all your things, including the intimate ones.
Oh, I think that's my phone vibrating in my Percy. I love my Percy.
Ladies, you'll love your Percy, too.
Percy.
Percy, stuff yours this Christmas.
Wow. Show's going south quickly, folks. We're getting dark, as in dark necessities. dark necessities, some of the chili peppers. They do, I mean, that's actually what the video looks like. I mean, they've got it down. That is the Tributo red hot chili peppers. Tributo. Very, very good. All right, let's welcome Mike Price. He joins us on the metaverse here. President's Day, I know it's a day for mattress sales. Yes, here's Wanda Sykes, the comedian, on how presidents age. It's very, very true.
Presidents, they've all aged while in office, right? They age while in office because the job is so stressful that it affects you physically. We've seen it. Obama, first 2 years, President Obama went totally gray. His face started drooping, got all droopy in the face. I know one time I was like, is that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? George W. Bush, he shrunk 4 inches. At one point, he was looking like Gollum from the Lord of the Rings. Ah, my precious! Bill Clinton, he grew that bulb on the tip of his nose. Bill Clinton looked like the man on the operation board.
It's true. Presidents do age. You don't think there's a lot of pressure? And yet we have Joe Biden he's in his own world, so I think he's happy having his ice cream and just letting everybody in, and Chinese intercept our data everywhere. He's just, in his own little world. It's okay. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe you're saying to yourself, gee, Perry, there aren't quite enough emojis. Well, today's your lucky day because 21 new emojis are about to arrive. Are you ready for this? For your iPhone. Now, of course, this is for your iPhone. Most of them are things you'll never use, like pea pods, a moose, a goose, a donkey, and a jellyfish. But a few of them might be useful. The biggest update is there's finally a way to high five people. Yes, look at that. You have to use 2 emojis to do it. Great. There's a new right-facing palm and a left-facing palm. So if you pair them up, it looks like 2 hands are high-fiving. And they come in 5 different skin tones, because God forbid, yes. That's wonderful. Inclusion is wonderful. A few more emojis you might use include a pink heart, a light blue heart, a gray heart, a Wi-Fi emoji, okay, a wing that looks like angel wings, and a skia symbol called a kanda. There's also a new shaking face emoji that looks like it's in the middle of an earthquake, okay? Because when you're in the middle of an earthquake, that's what you want to do, is send out an emoji of a shaking face, absolutely. It could be used also, there are other alternatives, just much like the eggplant, which also signifies a man's genitalia. It could also be used to shock, to fear, confusion, disbelief, anticipation, and excitement. Okay? And the rest of the new emojis you probably won't use much. Blackbird, a flower, folding hand fan, hair pick, flute, maracas, and a new ginger emoji. The food, not the hair color. Yes. So, okay, fine. 21. We need 21. I love the heart thing. Okay, well, it wasn't enough to just have a straightforward red heart. Now we have that. But okay, great. I don't know which one I like the best. Carolyn said, is that an afro pick? Oh, that's racist, Carolyn. I'm so disappointed in you. Actually, it probably is. Do you know I used to have one back in the day? I don't know how I got I'm telling you. Back in the 70s, I remember a dude who had the biggest afro in high school, and he'd keep things in it, man. He'd keep pencils. I don't know what he had. Cereal in there, Doritos. I mean, he'd just pull it out, man. It was kind of crazy. But yeah, I had a pick because I had like an afro going back then. Yeah. So I was cool with the brothers. Hey, man, can I borrow your pick? You want to use my pick? I have dandruff. I don't care, man. I just want to use it, man. I got Melissa coming over. Yeah. Musafa coming over. You know, I want to look good. I don't care about damn man. I just won't get in no pants, Brother Perry. Yeah. All right. So there you go. There's your your 21 new emojis. All right. Now the next thing I'm going to show you, this probably is up Sonny's alley again. I would there's probably going to be an Urban Dictionary phrase for this. I don't know who these singers are. They kind of look like Lady Gaga, but there are people out there, fetishes, please don't shoot the messenger, that like to vomit on one another, as you're going to see on stage here. Wow. Good stuff. That is sexy. That's rock and roll, baby, right there. Look, you know, some people are into that. What can I say? Vomiting on the drummer. Okay. It's rock and roll, man. It's rock and roll. All right, now this is going to be very interesting. This is a practical joke. This woman goes around and just to watch people's reaction, okay? Check it out. She just, you know, walks up to random people, and this is what happens.
I farted. I need to be spanked. I know your secret.
I like this one. She's going to look around. She's looking at her phone, and she's like, holy shit. Watch. She's going to look up. Yeah. Yes, I view Perry Stone. I'm looking at him right now on my phone. Hope no one's watching. All right, there you go. Just some practical jokers, ladies and gentlemen. All right. We shall continue in the next couple of minutes. One of my faves here, I love this one, The Dead Heart. We played it before, but it's a great version. Midnight Oil.
tongue. White men came, took everyone. We don't need protection, don't need your hand. Keep your promise on where we stand. We will listen, we'll understand. Yeah, 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 yeah. We carry in our hearts the true country, and that cannot be stolen. We follow in the steps of our ancestry, and that cannot be broken. We carry in our hearts the true country, and that cannot be stolen. We follow in the steps of our ancestry, and that cannot be broken. Mining companies, pastoral companies, uranium companies, and companies that collected companies that got more right than people, yeah. Got more say than people, yeah. More say than people, yeah. More say than people. More say than people, yeah.
Dead Heart is from Midnight Oil. Good cover version there, Stoneheads. What's happening? Let's see. Cosmic Perry, what if Kid Rock was president and Billy Gibbons was his VP? Wouldn't that really give us a reason to celebrate today? Yeah, maybe one day. You know, I was reading an interesting poll, to your point. It doesn't have anything to do with rock people, but most of the country, I think it was like 56% or so, that said they think they're going to live the day when there is a woman president. And I have no problem with that. I really don't. I mean, maybe a woman could do a much better job than the dudes thus far. I don't know. I don't know. I think once you get to that level, I hate to say this because this is going to sound very pessimistic. I think when you get to that level, you are corrupted, because you have to deal with lobbyists and you have to, they give you money for your campaign and then you owe them. So you have to, put tax-paying dollars into stupid things, okay? You could say what you want about Donald Trump. I know a lot of people don't like him. He's very polarizing. But the guy was a businessman. He didn't need the money. He gave away what I think the president pays like $275,000 or so. He didn't even accept a paycheck. He just did it because, and I understand, it's ego. You got to have a massive ego to run for president or to be the president. But the nice thing about him, I always thought, was he was not beholden. I think that's why he was disliked in Washington. not beholden to anyone, a lobbyist, nothing. He just did it because I guess in a way he does care about America. You may not agree with him, but yeah, he does care about America. And look, he's running again. I don't know if he's going to win. I really don't. And the reason is because he is polarizing. I mean, most of the country, half the country doesn't like him, and I'm not so sure. And there's a lot of corruption going on in politics. But again, what would Kid Rock and Billy Gibbons? I guess they'd be okay. I mean, I'd take a chance. It's better than, I'm not particularly a big Joe Biden fan. I don't like what he has done to the country. But hey, to each his own. I'm willing to give them a try. I don't think they're running though. Anyway, yeah. What made you think about that, Cosmic? Billy Gibbons and Kid Rock. Fascinating. All right. Now, let's talk about the rich. Did you ever dream of owning a Lamborghini? I have, but there's a little thing. It's very costly, about $500,000 here and there. So did you ever go to like maybe a fancy convention or restaurant where they, valet takes your car and they park it, and particularly if you have a new car, you kind of feel weird about it because you don't know. It's kind of like the movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off, It's kind of like that. They take the car on a joyride around the block, or who knows, maybe even further than that. So here is a valet. There are 2 Lamborghinis, and this is, I guess, at a restaurant, some convention, like I said. And there was one Lamborghini parked, and the other valet, I guess, accidentally smashes into the other, and they were not happy.
Fuck, bro. Look at this bloke. No way.
Guess what?
What are you doing, bro? Just fucking rip the cunt off. What are you doing in the car?
I was trying to park it just like everybody else. Sorry.
No, you ripped it up and fucked its bum, bro. Mate, he moved it forward. He moved it right in its rear. Fucking get that up, you.
Wow.
No way.
Yes way.
Look at these blokes in Perth. Can't park there, bro.
Too close together. Yeah. When I was pressing the brake, I just pressed the thingy and then just. Yeah, you need to press it.
Everybody's smiling. Oops. Oops.
Oh no, honey.
You press the brake. Oh,
Uncle.
No.
Big trouble.
Boy, here he
Big
comes.
trouble, Uncle.
What's on?
You can't video us, sir. Sorry.
Yeah. You can't video. Well, it's the damage is done already, buddy. They did. They are beautiful cars. I don't know which one I like better, the bluish turquoise or the purple. I think the bluish turquoise has me written all over it. Yes, keep dreaming, Perry. Keep dreaming. Next thing is a shocking video. There's a shark in the water, and a dog decides he doesn't like the shark. It's invading his territory, so he jumps in and starts chasing the shark.
That is huge.
Whoa.
Whoa. How big is that?
Up to 12 feet.
12 feet?
Get in the water, you idiot! Don't bite the shark! He's biting the fucking shark!
Jeez.
No, the shark. I don't think the shark is gonna mess with him. No.
No, he's not. He's water. Get out, baby. Baby, there he is right there. Holy shit, that's a huge shark.
Holy shit. Wow. But I think the dog is okay. That's the good news. Very nice. Let's see. Randall Bennett has joined us. He says, hello, Stoner Nation. I'll celebrate President's Day when we have one. Ah, yes, yes. Yeah, I don't know when that's going to happen, my friend. And Carolyn Fox says, Lamborghini is my dream car. Mine, too. Well, I guess if I ever win the Powerball, I'll buy one. And maybe you go for a ride. I'll let you drive it. But you got to know how to drive those things. See what just happened? The guy misplaced the brake and the clutch and rammed into another Lamborghini. So you got to be careful. I don't know if I could trust you, Carolyn, with my new Lamborghini when I win the Powerball. I don't know. So what if I won the Powerball? So I get another one. Big deal. Anyway. Cosmic is very chatty. I like my 79 Yugo. I go, we go, you go, I don't know. Yugo. Haven't thought about a Yugo in a while. All right, let's see what else is going. Very sad news. Do you know Richard Belzer, the comedian? He's been in many, many movies. He was a comedian in Scarface. Let's see. I believe he was CSI, Law and Order. He's been in so many things. He recently passed away. And there's no cause of death just yet. But evidently, as he was passing, this is true. As he was passing, his last words were, "Fuck off, motherfucker." That's Richard Belzer, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, he died. He was 78. Here's some of Richard Belzer's best.
I'm from New York. Anybody here from New York? I need a ride back. I'm going back. I live here now. I moved from New York to LA. It's a radical difference moving from New York to LA. First of all, you have to adjust. The LAPD are totally different from the NYPD. When I drive in LA now, I drive with a video camera on my shoulder. In case I get pulled over, yes, officer, what is it? Just look right in the lens. Thank you very much. You want to give me a ticket? Fine, give me the ticket. Just don't kick my ass for no reason, okay? Thank you very much. In New York, the cops in New York are totally different. You could be driving down the street in New York with a beer between your legs, seatbelt flapping out the door, go through 5 red lights, 60 miles an hour. New York cop will go, "Give me coffee on the way back." The other day, I got pulled over in Beverly Hills. I said, "What is it, officer?" He said, "Your left speaker's out."
And there was a time where he actually played a radio call-in show. First Mel Gibson, and now Richard Belzer.
Hello, this is Dick Ballantyne, once again, the best-looking guy you'll ever hear. And tonight, I'd be thrilled to hear from you. Call the number. You know what it is. I don't want to keep repeating it. Hello, you're on the air. Hello, you're on the air.
Hello, you're on the air.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, am I on the air?
Yeah, turn down your radio, okay, Hole?
All right, just a second.
Yeah, sure.
Turn on the radio.
Yeah, this is great.
Turn it down.
Yeah, good night.
It's like when I talk to Cosmic. That's exactly what happens. Anyway, we'll be back with more fun and frolic. Don't go away. Let's see. We need to turn up the volume just a little bit, okay? How about we do some... let's see this. Hang on a second. Yeah, this will get the juices flowing. I wish I could move. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. A little disturbed and down with the sickness. A fan favorite here on the Perry Stone Show. You know, we've talked about neighbors. Some, you know, you really are blessed if you have good neighbors as opposed to really bad, evil neighbors. Yes. Now, sometimes they get a little loud, and I'm going to show you this. Hang on a second. Let me get these two sisters. I guess they were arrested here, folks. These sisters were busted because I guess people were having loud sex. Yes, loud sex. Look at them. They're so cute. Yes. And angered that a couple in a neighboring apartment was making too much noise during sex, a pair of gun-toting Texas sisters allegedly threatened to shoot the loud lovebirds, according to the cops, who arrested the siblings. That's nice, together. So there they are. They're in their 20s. According to the police report, an ongoing dispute over noise emanating from the nearby apartment had already resulted in this problem they had. Ongoing bout. So anyway, yes, the couple next door evidently were having loud sex, and so the sisters came over waving a gun. You know, I would just make this suggestion, ladies, sisters, next time just say, hey, could you keep that down a little bit? You know, I don't think you have to pull out the gun in that particular situation. However, knowing that criminals, and they are criminals, they were released on bond. That's right. $200,000 bond. So I hope they don't, I mean, that could have escalated quickly, but yes, loud sex. They didn't like that. They didn't like the moaning and groaning and whatnot. Well, you know, I guess I could somewhat understand. Close the window, you know. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to have loud sex, close the window. You know people can hear you, especially when you're screaming and yelling, you know. And maybe the neighbors have some kids there, you know. Maybe the sisters have, you know, they're watching kids and whatnot. Do you know in August, I believe, August 1st is National Orgasm Day. Yes. And I remember when I was on the air in Charlottesville, people would call me because I was inquiring as, you know, what you sound like. If you ever recorded yourself screaming and yelling during that height of climax, it'll make you laugh, like this guy.
This is for National Orgasm Day.
Is that how you sound when you're intimate?
Pretty close.
Are you married to sheep? What do you? It sounds like you're killing someone.
No, I'm from Virginia, not West Virginia.
That was the scariest lovemaking sound I think I've ever heard in my life. Not that I sound any better, but my God, that was frightening.
I didn't mean to scare you.
Wow, interesting, huh?
One more time?
Yes.
One more time.
All right, thank you very much. I appreciate your call.
You have a great day.
What possesses a person to call a radio host and do an orgasm sound effect? I bring out the best of people, don't I? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just calling to comment about the guy from Virginia who was making those loud orgasmic noises like he was with sheep.
Yes.
And he said that must have been somebody from West Virginia. Well, I'm from West Virginia, and we man up and sound a whole lot more manly when we're with our women.
Oh, what? I wouldn't want to mess with you guys from West Virginia, seriously. I mean, every time I watch the movie Wrong Turn, I think of West Virginia. I want you to know that. Have you ever seen Wrong Turn?
Yes, I have. Hey, at least it's not Deliverance.
Well, no, I hate to tell you. Let's say God came down, for me anyway, I can't speak for you, and he said, Perry, you've done so much wrong in your lifetime. I'm going to put you have your choice. You got to pick one. You're going to be Ned Beatty in Deliverance, or you're going to be one of the people, not the bad people with the three eyes, the West, your folk, your family. One of the good people running away from your family with hatchets and doing bad things to cavities. I'm going to tell you this right now. I'd be Ned Beatty.
Yeah, there's no positive in that particular scenario. Just saying. Anyway, National Orgasm Day. All right, let's now turn our attention to some of the memes that have been sent to me. Oh, boy, this is kind of, speaking about fetishes, look at this one that was sent to me. When you move her colostomy bag to the side and you stick your tongue in her unused hole. Wow, now that's... Sonny, I'm giving you material for your Urban Dictionary. I'm just saying, there's got to be a term for this. That is a little kinky. Only here on the show do we see stuff like that. All right, moving on. Ladies and gentlemen, this gets me hot and bothered. Would you please look at the size of that prime rib? Good gosh, that is amazing. I wonder if it's in Charlottesville. I like that place. Yeah. That's the one I ordered. Yes. Whoever sent that to me, thank you. I miss that place so much. It's the whole plate. Basically, that piece of meat is the whole, and I love the fact, is that mushrooms? Absolutely. That's the way I would order it. Yes. Look at that. I could look at that all day. It's like looking at a beautiful woman. How could you be a vegan looking at that? Oh, man. And you know what? I hate to say it. I can eat that whole thing. I could eat the whole thing. All right. Here's another weird, kinky meme. If you've ever feeling like a piece of shit, here's a guy buying his sex doll a ring. This does happen, folks. Men do fall in love with their dolls. And he's going to buy a ring for his sex doll. And look how meticulous he is. He's really concentrating. He's got to find the right one. Can you imagine? I think I see a jeweler all the way in the back. She's standing all the way in the back to the left. I bet you she's just like, okay, I'm just going to stand away and let him just look. Excuse me, ma'am, do you have a seat for my girlfriend? Yes. She wants to sit down while I peruse the jewelry. I'm going to make a nice purchase. You know what? The jeweler's probably saying, hey, if he's got the money, who gives a crap? You can put it on a cow for all I care. It's a nutty world, folks. All right. We did this story before. This is going on in, I think it's Virginia. Okay. This is a guy. He's a teacher. He's a high school teacher. You see him on the left, but he's the woman on the right. He goes to school as a woman because he identifies as the woman, but, you know, I mean, and she teaches, I think, woodshop. Wow, there's a joke in there somewhere. Yes. Now, it's not enough for her to wear, you know, tasteful breasts. This trans teacher has a Z-size prosthetic breast. And some of the neighbors don't like it, as you can imagine. And a lot of parents are not exactly enamored with this, but it's the world we live in now that everybody has a thing, and they're going to prance around to make a point. Now, that's fine that the dude wants to be a woman. That's fine. But come on now. As much as I like breasts, that's a little bit too far. And how can the kids concentrate? How could the kids concentrate looking at that? And you could see nipples. That's how she's going to school. All right, this was a photo I showed you last week. Somebody drawing. My 6-year-old drew a picture of his brother petting his rabbit. That's what it's called nowadays. Petting the rabbit. Kids, they're so cute at this age. They are. All right. We shall return in the next couple of minutes, Stoneheads, so don't touch that dial. All right, let's see what we can play next. What do I have queued up here on this one? How about some Foo Fighters? Let's get Thunder the Covers!
Take all night. Think I need a devil to help me get things right. Hook me up a new resolution, 'cause this one is a lie. We sat around laughing and watched the last one die. I'm looking to the sky to save me, looking for a sign of life. Looking for something to help me burn out right. I'm looking for a complication. Looking through the time of light.
Lovely Foo Fighters there. Boy, they are amazing. I do like them, the Foo Fighters. Good rock and roll, straightforward. You know, we're always looking for fun games for you stoneheads, for you adults, you know, and I think this was a fun game. It's sort of like a paintball kind of thing. Well, it is, but I think this is a different spin on paintball. Watch this. Like spin the bottle. Who am I going to shoot?
Oh! Game over. Oh my.
That is awesome.
Please hit someone. Yeah.
Damn.
We ready? Go, 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 go! Go chase him!
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's a lot of fun.
You okay, dude?
The champion. Good deal. I like that. We should play that one day. Did you ever go paintball? I loved paintball. I did that back in Norfolk. We took a whole bunch of people out, and boy, did I get pummeled, man. I had welts on my arms and my legs. It's a lot of fun, though. You take them out in the woods and whatnot, but some people are really, really good at it, man, and I wasn't. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, but that takes it to a different level. I'd love to play that. Anyway, let's see what people are talking about. Randy said he's letting us know he just had a New York strip on Saturday that I grilled myself, he said. Good for you, Randy. Yeah, you're a good griller. I was over your place. You made some good burgers. Good stuff. Yeah, good times. Great oldies in Keysville. All right, speaking about guns, ladies and gentlemen, dig this pool. In a state that has stirred plenty of controversy, let me post this thing. Okay, watch this. This is the kind of pool I would love. Again, dreams if I won the Powerball. In a state that has stirred plenty of controversy for its gun culture and violence, one Florida couple's backyard swimming pool encapsulates its best in the shape of a pistol. Louis and Ray Morandi have lived in their Tampa area home with the gun-shaped pool for decades. When the Morandis decided they wanted to build a pool in the 1980s, they wanted it to be long enough to swim laps. Makes sense. So they hired this guy, Albert Jones III, owner of A.H. Jones Pools Incorporated, to build them the 55-foot pool behind their house. You swim your lap down the barrel, says Louis Morandi. It gets deeper at the end. You can flip over from it, and then you can swim back. Jones was tired of building the same old pools and asked Louis Morandi if he could build the gun-shaped pool instead. Of course, this is ultra politically correct. A lot of neighbors do not like this because people don't like guns. Florida has been no stranger to controversy when it comes to the topic of gun laws and gun control. Here we go. The state's Stand Your Ground law made national headlines after the 2012 fatal shooting of Trayvon Martin, who was just 17 when he was gunned down by George Zimmerman, a volunteer neighborhood watchman. Zimmerman was later acquitted of murder, claiming he acted in self-defense. But, again, people have issues, even if it's a gun-shaped pool, you know. I think it's hysterical. I think it's wonderful. Oh, my neighbors, they're bringing down the value of my home. I have a gun-shaped pool. Disgusting heathens that they are. Yeah. All right, let's see what else we have here. A lot of good stuff you guys sent me. It's very, very nice. Nobody sent me that. That was a news article I pulled out for you. Let's see what this is all about. Monkeys, chimps, orangutans, very smart. Cute. Very nice. Very nice. All right, let's see what else is going on. Now, last week, obviously, was Valentine's Day. Well, here's a couple of gay men. You're going to see how things turn south quickly, okay? I'm just saying. The guy on the left is going to get pissed off at his, I guess, boyfriend or married. I don't really know. But, yeah, just watch.
Okay, Matthew's on his way to the car, and we're about to tell him where we're going for Valentine's Day. Oh, I have to unlock the door.
Uh-oh, here comes a kiss. You may want to look away here.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, God. Okay, can I push in your
You'd
stool?
love to know where we're going.
I would like to know where we're going.
I'm going to tell you in the form of a movie trailer.
Okay, with the voice and everything.
In a world where Valentine's Day dinners...
How did I know that you would start with "in a world"? Okay.
Okay. In a world where Valentine's Day dinners are ordinary and predictable, one couple dared to be different. They chose a place where love and taste meet in perfect harmony. This Valentine's Day, don't be afraid to explore new and exciting options. Choose love. Choose taste. Choose IKEA.
Are you f***ing kidding me?
IKEA Doodle Doo, let's have a night of romance for two.
This is a waste of time. Are we really going to IKEA?
Yes.
Why?
Because they're doing a Valentine's Day dinner.
Okay, this is
Do you
ridiculous.
know how hard it was to get a table?
Uh-oh,
This is ridiculous.
This is Tizzy.
Yeah,
He's
you ready?
getting into
Buckle
a
up.
tizzy.
No, we're not really doing all of this for IKEA.
Oh,
Yeah,
gosh.
it's a big thing, having the Swedish meatballs.
I could give two shits about
boy.
IKEA.
It's romantic. Oh, gosh. Our relationship started with IKEA.
Don't even talk to me.
Are you ready for our Valentine's Day dinner?
Oh, boy. Wow, he's not going to get any stool that night. That's not good. Why would you? Who cares? But, I mean, that's not a romantic evening, having dinner at IKEA. I'm just saying. Anyway, his boyfriend was not happy, so he won't be getting any whoever the pitcher and the catcher is. Ooh. No chocolate sweets for you, honey. Sorry. Anyway, what else is going on? It's a bad move. Whether you're gay or heterosexual, you're just not going to get any. Yeah. To those people in the Midwest suffering from, snowfall, yes. I won't be coming into work today. Some dick is blocking my car. Oh, that's a sickly looking dick, I'll say that. Terrible. Anyway, actually, that was quite creative. Whoever built that. If you build it, they will come, so to speak. All right. Let's see what else we have here. We played that one already. Let's see what this is about. Thanks again for sending me your stuff. I don't quite understand it. It's ingenious, but this is kind of weird. Kind of weird. And the person driving it is kind of weird as well. Check this out. Hell. Okay. To each his own. To each his own. All right. Back in a moment, Stoneheads. We got a classic one for you right now. It's a little bathroom break I like to call Freebird.
Well, good morning, Eagle Brook Church. Good morning.
Wow. Eagle Brook Church Band. Good morning. A little Freebird for you. Damn right. That was good jam. I love that. We play the jams here as well. Thank you. Cosmic gives his seal of approval. Decent cover. Thank you so much, Cosmic. All right. Next story here is an unfortunate one. How do you know? I mean, sometimes you get pulled over. It is a serious subject here, drinking and driving. Yes, serious subject. Don't do that. Although back in the 80s, I played that clip last week, a lot of Southerners were upset when they enacted the don't drink and drive laws. They wanted to be able to drink and drive, and they were quite upset about that. Yeah, so I'm going to show you a photo, if it comes up here. Here it comes, of somebody that denied she was drinking or driving. I'm not sure. Maybe this was on Friday. I'm not saying it was Donna Nasty Barger, but there she, well, yeah. Officer pulls this person over and says, have you been drinking? Nope, not at all. Not at all. Yes. You know, if you're going to do something illegal like that, you may want to cover, I'm just suggesting, may want to cover that thing up a little bit. Wow. That's a lot of beer or whatever it is. It ain't Pepsi. It ain't Coke. Just saying. Yeah. All right. Now, the next story is big in the news right now, and it really upsets me every time I see this. If you've not heard the news, I'm sure you have to some degree. What's going on in East Palestine, Ohio? They had a train that derailed, and unfortunately, there was toxic chemicals that spilled. I mean, there was smoke. It was terrible. Dogs have died, cats. It's just a terrible situation. And what makes the matter, I mean, a lot of people are upset. They had to move out of their homes. They couldn't breathe. So I set this up for you, and I have been talking about it. And what really makes me angry is that the government didn't really do anything about it. They didn't send the transportation secretary, Mr. Pete Buttigieg. He doesn't really do anything. Rumored to be, running in 2024. God help us all if he wins, Pete Buttigieg. They sent the directors from the EPA to test the water, and they said it's fine. They said it's fine. The governor of Ohio said everything is fine, okay? But it took U.S. Senator Vance, okay, from Ohio to start snooping around the waterway, and here's what he found, okay? Here's what he found. Now, just look at this.
Discovered is that if you scrape the creek bed, it's like chemical is coming out of the ground. Can you come here and let me just show this to people. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this in the camera, but watch this. Just see that chemical pop out of the creek. This is disgusting. And the fact that we have not cleaned up the train crash, the fact that these chemicals are still seeping in the ground is an insult to the people who live in East Palestine. Do not forget these people. We got to keep applying pressure. That's how we're going to fix this problem. Thank you.
Yeah. So you see that, and of course, this goes into the waterways, of the Ohio River and beyond. So here is a group. Our administration keeps badgering people about, I mentioned this on Friday about global warming and saving the environment, and not a peep. Not a peep from the president. I haven't seen any tweets from the president. I mean, these poor people are suffering. Their animals are dying. They sent somebody from the EPA. Water's fine. It took that guy to start, kind of searching around, poking with a stick and say, well, look at this. This is going into the waterways. Not a peep from anybody. To which I would say, gee, this is the time I wish I was like a congressman. I would like to say, oh, the EPA came down and said the water's okay. Tell you what, can you come back down? I'll put you up in a hotel. Bring your family. I want you to start drinking the water. You and your family. Would you do that? Yeah, prove to me the water's okay. Start drinking it. How's that? Oh, can do that. No. Can't do that. But it's okay. Not a peep. Not a peep from anybody. You would think at least the president or the transportation secretary, which the train's derailed, that's under his purview, would at least make a trip there to see how it's going. How are you people doing? What can we do for you? No federal government aid, nothing. Nothing at all. Those poor people have been displaced. And, you know, they lost some animals, lost some dogs. I'm telling you, folks, it's messed up. I guess what it comes down to, I know I'm getting on my high horse. What happens in politics, you only are concerned if the narrative fits your political affiliation. That's what it comes down to. If it doesn't fit, then you just ignore it. And that's the truth. That's the truth. This has been ignored. And you know what, folks? If people start dying, then all of a sudden they'll pass it off into something else. It's really disturbing. What if that was you? What if you lived in East Palestine, Ohio? You'd be totally upset. You'd be out of your mind upset. So it is messed up. You're right, Cosmic. We're in agreement. Our government doesn't care. Unfortunately, that is the case. It's all about power. They really don't care about us. We are but subjects. We're minions, okay? We're pawns in this game of power. They talk a good game, but when it comes to actually doing stuff, they don't. And now, we mentioned last week, I know I'm getting on my high horse, and I'll get off of it in a second. Poor waiters are now going to be taxed from the IRS. You're already taxed basically credit cards and whatnot. But I'm talking about when you get, cash tips. They want that reported, and they're sending the IRS after waiters and waitresses. I thought they were going to, the whole mantra here was hire like tens of thousands of IRS agents, and we're going to target the rich. We're going to target the rich, but that's not happening. We're going to target the small people. We're going to target the waiters and waitresses and make sure they keep tabs on their tips. And we want it taxed. This is our government, folks. This is our administration. But everything is okay, right? You got to get out there and vote, Stoneheads. I'm just saying. If you want change, you got to get out there and vote. Because it ain't going to change. It's all going to be the same. Okay, let's have some fun. I'm sorry I went off. That was my editorializing of the show. Let's play a doggy video. That'll make everybody happy. Right. Bring in the doggy.
You really do that?
I ain't did nothing. He just lying.
I said you rub your butthole on my headrest.
Babe.
You do. You lift your tail up.
Oh, you lying.
No, you lift your tail up and you rub your butthole on the headrest.
I can't do that.
That's too realistic.
You really do that?
I ain't did nothing. He just lying.
I said you rub your butthole on my headrest.
Babe.
You do. You lift your tail up.
Oh, you lying.
No, you lift your tail up and you rub your butthole on the headrest.
I can't do that.
All right. Thank you for that. Let's see who's checking in. Timothy Ritchie. Makes me think of Timothy Leary. I don't know why, Timothy. I'm sorry. Mark Page joins us as well. How are you doing? All right, let's see what else is happening. All right, this was sent to me. Again, keep those viral videos coming, your memes. They contribute mightily to the show. All right, these are life hacks. I found this to be very interesting. Very, very interesting. Check this out, folks, if it stops shaking. Has epilepsy. All right, check this out. If I get the volume going here. Shoot.
Who's gonna know?
Okay. This wasn't the best anyway, so I'm not even going to rewind it.
They're gonna know.
Okay, check this out.
How would they know?
Just wait till this.
Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know.
Imagine waking up in the morning like, where's your lips gone?
Watch this.
Nobody's gonna know. No.
They do this at pizzerias.
How would they know?
Domino's and Pizza Hut. That Eat your pizza.
Nobody's gonna know.
I am doing that.
Nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know.
Green dye.
How would they know? Nobody's gonna know.
This is good.
Nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know. How would they know? How would they know?
Fair enough. That's awesome.
Nobody's gonna know.
This is good for you
That
winos.
is genius.
Here we go.
They're
This is
gonna know.
Drunk Friday stuff right here.
How
That
would
is
they know?
genius.
Nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know. How would they know?
Sorry, what?
Nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know.
No
How
way. They'd be good for festivals. Look at that.
How would they know? How would they know? Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know. How would they know?
What? I can do that. Well,
Damn.
How would they know?
you need to return the shoe.
Nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know. How would they know? How would they know? Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know.
Right.
How would they know?
No.
How would they know? How would they know?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Nobody's gonna know.
This is mad. This is mad. See.
Nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know.
That's. I mean, look.
How would they know?
Can we
And
get
if you don't think that goes on at your Pizza Hut and your Domino's, it does. They cheat you out of that. And the guys behind, I don't care about that, but you should know what they're doing. Yeah. Just some interesting hacks that people, I thought some of them were fascinating. Some of them were okay, can't relate to it. But yeah, I thought that was it. I like the pizza thing. And yes, they do make those in case, you want to leave, people leave their keys, and criminals are hip to it. They leave it under, you leave it under the mat or on top, and they know where to look. But I like that invention where it's a rock, and you put your keys out there, and when you come home, nobody's going to, search around for rocks. And there's one for dog poop. That's right, an actual turd that opens up. It's not a real turd. It opens up. You put your keys in there and you throw it out in the yard, and nobody's going to pick that up. All right, we already played that. Thank you, Disturb. I'm not going to play that again. Thank you. So yeah, those are some little life hacks, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's see what we can play here for you nuts. Just looking around here. How about we talk dirty? Yeah, let's talk dirty. Yeah.
VR. Oh God, I don't know. Per a year. Yeah, that's a Y. ER.
I never seen you look so good. You never act the way you should, but I like it, and I know you like it too, the way that I want you. I gotta have you, oh yes I do. I never ever stay out late. You know that I can hardly wait just to see you, and I know you cannot wait to see me too. I gotta touch you, 'cause baby we'll be at the drive-in, in the old man store, behind the bushes, until I gotta scream for more. dirty to me. You know I call you on the telephone. I'm only hoping that you're home, so I can hear you when you say those words to me and whisper so softly. I gotta hear you, 'cause baby we'll be at the drive-in in the old man's Ford, behind the bushes, until you gotta scream for more. Down in the basement, lock the cellar door, and baby, talk dirty to me. JT, pick up that guitar and talk to me. Dirty to me.
Poison and talk dirty to me, baby. On the Perry Stone Show, what's happening? We have Stonehead news coming up in the next couple of minutes. Oh, I saw him. I'm reading the chats here. Howdy, I switched over to the hot tub. Elizabeth Larney. I know the hot, you mean like YouTube? I gotcha. Okay. I thought you have a hot tub. That's okay. People, view the show in different places, Yeah. So if you have a hot tub there,
Scary
Elizabeth, that's
moments
fine.
on the
Here's something, a scary moment, as you just heard. Would you do this? I'm sure Elizabeth Larney would do this. She's an animal lover. I'm an animal lover. Not sure I would do this, risk my, people's lives here. So a dog is in the middle of traffic on a highway. And so here we go. Here's the story.
The northbound 5 freeway Friday morning in Arleta for this pup running loose and dodging cars. Drivers tried to pull over and save the dog, but it was Glendale nurse Amber Stride who made the rescue. That dog jumped right into her car.
So I looked to the left, and to the left of the carpool lane, I just see this little guy running. He's probably going with like 10 miles an hour. I just opened it, and for some reason, he just went right in.
That dog now safe in her backyard of her Northridge home, hours after her dramatic leap.
The couple in the truck started clapping. Some guy in a white van started clapping. Everyone was just happy that finally someone was able to get it.
Maybe this dog sensed she's a dog lover.
You're still my number one, I know.
With 4 rescues of her own at her family's house. Stride was just getting off her 12-hour shift as a cardiac nurse. She noticed right away injuries to the dog's paws.
She went like right to my feet, and she got blood all over it.
Her dad, Mark, was at home watching the drama unfold on live TV with no idea it was his daughter until he got the call.
So she goes, I rescued a dog on the freeway. I go, no way. I just watched somebody rescue a dog on the freeway.
She's lucky to be alive. They called on their mobile vet, Joan Winter, to stop by and check out the dog.
She doesn't look any worse for the wear. I do think she has an owner. She's well fed. She's somebody's pet.
Winter scanned the dog for a microchip.
Tag not found.
But no luck. Stride says she is hoping that's the next part of this dog's story, to be reunited with her owner. But for now, is taking all the kisses she can get.
Nice story. Very, very nice story there. You just got to be careful when you're on a highway. That was a major highway there. And, you're stopping traffic to get the dog. I get it. See, look at it. There it is. let me take this volume down just a second here. But look at what's going on. The poor dog is running and running and running. And to that woman's credit, you'll see her in a second. I mean, but the cars are stopping, which is nice. You don't want to hit the dog and whatnot. But that was great. The dog just somehow knew to get in this woman's car. They detect, okay, this person's going to take care of me. Yeah. All right. It was a good story. That's our feel-good story on the Perry Stone Show. It's nice to, once in a while, have some good feel-good stories, I would say. All right. Let's see. It was, I don't know how many years, 2017. When I was working in Charlottesville, let me post this thing. And one of the good things, I'll compliment the metaverse and Facebook, and I'm sure you go through this. They send you memories from years and years ago, and you go, wow, I almost forgot about that. So today marks the day that the Weekly Scottsville paper did a story, because I was all over moving the Lee statue from Charlottesville. I mean, it was a bit, but it was taken seriously because they were, tear it down and whatnot. So if you're not from Scottsville, it means close to Charlottesville, and that's where I was living. So I started promoting this on the air. If you guys don't want the Lee statue, I'll be happy to take it. And it really blew up into this news, all over the country, this whole thing. And it made the 5 o'clock, the 11 o'clock news. And so this is the local Scottsville Weekly. And there you see a proposal, and you see at the very bottom there, you see me in the studio, right on the bottom. But in Scottsville, and I forget the name of the restaurant, but there is a giant chicken. This is the landmark. Scottsville's a very, very small town. It's a quaint town. I love living there. But there's this giant chicken as you come into Scottsville from Charlottesville. You see this big chicken on the left side. So the proposal, how crazy is this, was to move this huge Lee statue and put it next to the chicken. It never happened, of course, but that was 2017. My, how time flies, Stoneheads. Wow, that did bring back some memories. I'll say that. There's been a movement, Stoneheads, to remove some cartoons. They've already done that because of the violence, right? The one in particular they went after, and we just talked about guns, was Elmer Fudd with his guns. As a matter of fact, they've removed a lot of the Elmer Fudd, Bugs Bunny, because he takes a gun. Now, mind you, as we spoke about before, bombs are okay, hatchets are okay, killing is okay, because they always come back, right? They always come back, the cartoon characters, right? But the gun, that made everybody crazy, that Elmer Fudd had a rifle and was going after Bugs Bunny. Now, mind you, Bugs Bunny's a rabbit, and people hunt rabbits and other animals, right? But they went after Elmer Fudd. So, yeah, I like these. I like Bugs Bunny, and I didn't see anything wrong with the Bugs Bunny cartoons. Sure, they show some guns, but that shows you where we are in this world. Can we play a little Bugs Bunny for the kids?
Come on, motherfucker. You heard what the boss said. Now give me the stamp. What the fuck? Here. Wow, you're dumb as fuck, Doc.
Little bitch-ass rabbit shot me in the face.
Fuck off, man. I guess I'll smoke this motherfucker myself. All right, where the fuck are they, Rabbit? They ain't in the fucking stove, Doc. I got a feeling they're in the fucking stove. If they was in here, would I turn this bitch on, Doc? You might, motherfucker. You might. Yeah, I'll light this bitch on fire. To prove it, Doc.
Fuck that shit! Okay, no. Take us to jail. We did it. We did it. Take us in right.
I love Bugs Bunny, don't you? Wholesome entertainment for the kiddies. Yes. Ooh-wee. All right. We'll be back. I think I have time for an email of the day, and then, of course, Stonehead News on the way as well. All right, let's see. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Let's do one. I know Jeannie Harper loves this song. She does. I'm not sure if she's tuning in. Sometimes she'll tune in late or replay the show, but I know she'll like this. Here you go. Jeannie Harper, wherever you are.
Circling your head, contemplating everything you ever said. Now I see the truth, I gotta doubt. A different motive in your eyes, and now I'm out. See you later. I see your fantasy. You wanna make it a reality, paved in gold. See inside of our heads, yeah. Well, now that's over. I see your motives inside. Decisions to hide. Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are wrong. Headstrong, we're headstrong. Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are wrong, and this is not where you conclusions manifest. Your first impression's got to be your very best. I see you're full of shit, and that's alright. That's how you play, I guess you get through every night. Well, now that's over. I see your fantasy. You wanna make it a reality, paved in gold. See inside of our heads, yeah. Well, now that's over. I see your motives inside. Decisions to hide. Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are wrong. Headstrong, we're headstrong. Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are wrong, and this is not where you to hide. Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong, I'll take on anyone. I know that you are wrong. Headstrong, we're headstrong. Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong, I'll take on anyone. I know that you are wrong, and this is not where you
Trapped and Headstrong on the Perry Stone Show. What's going on, Stoneheads? Good to have you along. Coming up, and interesting, somebody put together some songs that when we were growing up, we didn't really know the meaning behind it. Yeah, the meaning behind it. Like Afternoon Delight. Oh, the Horse Whisperer is calling. Hold that thought, please. How nice. Horse Whisperer, How are you? So nice to hear from you.
Hey, handsome. I was watching the dog video. I thought it was at the end, so I called, but obviously you were still showing it.
Oh,
Sorry.
That's okay. That's fine. So what are your
I was
thoughts?
trying to catch you in between, you know.
Yes, yes, yes.
That just reminded me of what happened to me not too long ago. I was driving down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it wasn't the freeway. It was only 2 lanes, but it was still really busy. And there were, excuse me, there was at least like 10 or 12 cars that were coming up behind this one car that was stopped on the road. And this older gentleman was chasing around this cutest little puppy. It was a little golden retriever, and she was panicked, and she was just running everywhere. She was not even relating to him. So I had my truck, and I just stopped, and I jumped out of the truck, and I started to call her. I was just like, hey, girl. And she turned around, and she was flying the other way towards oncoming traffic, and she turned around and heard my voice and came flying over to me and practically jumped in my lap. And I was so happy to have saved her for him. It was just such a great moment.
Well, like I mentioned, when I played that video, I knew that you would absolutely do something like that, stop traffic to get the dog, and it was nice to see that a lot of people stop. But it could be very dangerous and whatnot. But I know that you would do that. There's no question in my mind because you are an animal lover. That's right. And you'd probably adopt that dog, too.
I would have. She was a beautiful golden. She probably was the guy's daughter, you know, or granddaughter or something.
Right.
And he was just taking her out for a walk, and somehow she slipped off of her leash, and he was devastated. There was no way he was going to get her.
Yeah.
She was just so confused, but she heard my voice, and she probably related for me to her mother, you know, and ran to me, and I was just so happy.
Oh.
It was just a great moment. I'll never forget.
You bring tears to my eyes, Elizabeth. You bring tears to my eyes. Just.
I don't see you crying now.
Well, I am. I'm crying. I'm crying underneath. Underneath, I'm crying.
Okay. Well, it was just a cute story.
It was
I
a
thought
cute
I'd
story.
share it with
No,
everybody.
it was very nice. No, you are a good-hearted person when it comes to animals. I'm not so sure about human beings, but yeah, you're a good-hearted person when it comes to the animals.
No, I mean, if there was a person running around out there in the traffic and she was, you know, I probably would just like sit in my truck, be like, okay.
Oh, so let's get into this again because yeah, we talked about this before. So if there was like a person in the middle of the highway, you wouldn't open your door to get that person?
No, I would help, but I wouldn't. You know, I'd be evaluating the situation a lot more than I would with a puppy.
Well, you do have to be careful of people because there are scams out there to get into your vehicle and rob you or God only knows what else. And that's a shame because, you know, many, many years ago, we were more trusting of people. We left our doors open. We never really ever thought that, you know, people could rob us or come into our homes or do anything like that. But
or
these are
shoot our dogs.
Or that kind of thing. That's terrible. What happened to your dog and whatnot. But we become, and obviously rightfully so, we become a very mistrusting society where we are guard. And I can understand why people would rather, you know, save an animal than a person because you just don't know anymore what the motives are. And that's really a shame. There could be somebody that really needs help. It's like I've always said, and I know you disagree and you've done this. I would never pick up a hitchhiker. I've never done that because I just don't know who that person is or what the motive is. They could be totally legit. They could be totally, you know, fine. They need a ride. And it's a shame, but this is in my brain that I'm thinking it's a traveling serial killer because they have been. There have been a lot of those.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, I do because I've done it because, you know, we live out in the country and you kind of see people that are very familiar looking and you think that, you know, they really need a ride.
Yes. Well, yes, would be great if we could love again. We could love our fellow man and woman, but it's just not happening right now. What can I say?
Well, I'm happy loving those animals and I really need to get one of those frogs.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? The frog that we showed, they're huge. They're from Australia. And
Yeah, I've had little ones like that. Little tree frogs look just like that, but I never had a frog that big.
What's truly amazing is that gentleman we showed trained that frog, trained the frog.
Right.
I didn't think they were trainable like that, but they are. Now, have you ever, because we talked about it before, have you ever licked the back of a toad to get that high, the psychedelic high? No. Some people do that.
No, I like the standard things that you get high from.
I'm just wondering. It would be something I would imagine you would try, you would do.
No, I know that they're too poisonous, you know. I always worry about the dogs getting them. We have a lot of toads and frogs around here.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Well, good talk. Very, very good talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just thought I'd add my 2 cents, and now I'll let you go.
All righty.
Back to the show.
Well, thank you, Horse Whisperer. Thank you very much for calling.
All right.
We appreciate it. There she
All right,
is.
bye, Stoneheads. Hi, Stoneheads.
She really is quite the animal lover. She does take care of animals of all kinds. Yeah. She's a very kind individual. Yeah. And it's true. We've become very mistrusting of our fellow human because we don't know their motives. And that hurts me sometimes. Just sometimes. Really, not a lot. Just saying. Anywho, back with Stonehead News in a couple of minutes. But first, how about we rock out with the Bad Boys of Boston? One of my favorite classic rock albums, Toys in the Attic. I think they're best. There's a whole bunch of great Aerosmith albums, but that one, is just amazing to me. I love it. Toys in the Attic. Brings back some good memories, too. All right, Stoneheads, are you ready to be informed? Yeah, we'll have to. I won't be on the air tomorrow, Tuesday, as I mentioned. I mentioned that we had some emails of the day. Don't worry. And an interesting little tidbit where we're going to go into it before the horse whisperer called in, which is much more important. But songs when we were growing up, thank you, Leonard Skinner. When we were growing up, we thought they were innocent. But there's I thought it was fascinating, a whole bunch of songs that we thought that were innocent, but really were very sexual in nature. Yeah. So stick around for that. Hang on a second. All right, let's roll it, ladies and gentlemen. News brought to you by me.
From NBC News World Headquarters in New York, this is NBC Nightly News. Reporting tonight, Harry Stone.
All right, let's see what's going on here. In the news, today is President's Day, as you could surmise. Here's what I know about presidents. Abe Lincoln was one, Joe Biden isn't one, and Kamala Harris will never be one. Oh, yeah, snap, dagger. Sorry. Here are some President's Day fun facts. George Washington hated England way before they gave us Coldplay. Yeah. Ironically, both Washington and Lincoln paid full retail for their mattresses. Just saying. Back to President Biden. He had his annual physical last week, and to the amazement of his doctors, he tested positive for a pulse. And very sad news on a serious note, former President Jimmy Carter is entering hospice care. He is 98. Yes, sad news. Today is the day of illustrious Puerto Ricans. What? Today is the day of illustrious Puerto Ricans, so please join me profoundly and proudly saluting Jennifer Lopez's butt. Saudi Arabia has become the largest outside investor in the video game company Nintendo. The Saudis' first request is to remove Princess Peach from Mario Kart because women aren't allowed to drive. According to a new study, the average penis length has increased over the past 30 years by 24%. Penises have become so inflated, President Biden is demanding that they be shot down. Doctors call it concerning, while women call it encouraging. About the penis size, that is. Well, who won the box office? Ant-Man and the Wasp made $100 million over the weekend. In this film, Ant-Man faces his toughest enemy yet, a can of Raid. Seal turned 60 yesterday. Seal, he celebrated with his brothers Walrus and Otter. Terrible. Did you enjoy the NBA All-Star Weekend? I watched the skills challenge, the three-point contest, and the slam dunk contest, but my favorite was the who can impregnate the most women in the host city competition. If I told that joke on the air, I'd be gone right now. The cops would come and remove me. Yes. Kurt Cobain died in 1994. His daughter, Frances Bean, is worth $200 million. Courtney Love is worth $100 million. See what happens when you kill your husband? Amazing. Sershin, your thoughts. She's wearing the same shirt, a little grungy thing, plaid there. Way to go. Sershin, my love. Not really. Let's see. Monumental day in rock and roll. 20 years ago in 2003, the Station nightclub fire erupted at a Great White concert. It claimed the lives of 100 innocent people who were trampled trying to escape after pyrotechnic devices ignited some packing foam near the stage. Wow. It was the fourth deadliest fire in American history. Here's something for you people who clean, okay? I want people to be clean. I'm talking about your house. That's another story about BO. Here's one thing in every room you probably do not clean enough. In your bathroom, your shower head. Do you clean your shower head? No. In your kitchen, the top of your fridge. Do you clean that? Answer honestly. In your living room, under your couch cushions. In your bedroom, the drawer pulls on your dresser, right? And something found in multiple rooms, houseplants. Do you clean those? Just think about that. 1 in 4 people have broken a bed while having sex. Yeah, I've ruined many beds in my life. I mentioned early in the show I played Styx. Ultimate Classic Rock put together a list of the top 30 rock songs about UFOs. At number 1 is Starman by David Bowie. That's obvious. But this one got me. Styx, Come Sail Away. I thought it was out being the ocean on a boat. It was not. And, of course, Blondie's Rapture. Tiger Woods is in hot water. Evidently, he has a ritual. He hands out tampons as a harmless joke. So he handed another player a tampon during the Genesis Open. It was supposed to be a harmless joke, but people got offended, so he apologized. What, tampons offend you? What? It's a harmless joke. There's something about tampons, I know. I remember my youth like yesterday. It's harmless.
Don't you lose these for your butt?
Don't do what?
Don't you lose these for your butt?
What do you mean?
Do you lose these for your butt? At the old house, our old house, don't you?
No. Put them back.
I saw you the other day. The long time ago days. You do lose it sometimes. The other days. So you still want a pack of them?
Put it back.
You use these for the butt. Well, kind of close. Kind of close. Oh, Jeannie Harper just sent me a nice message. I'll get you in a second, Horace. I'm sorry, maybe you tuned in late. I just played Headstrong by Trap for you. You could rewind it. It was in this hour, I guess, about, 5:30 I played it? I don't know. So I'll get to you in a second, Jeannie Harper. All right, I will not be here tomorrow, back on Wednesday. I appreciate everything you do. Keep them coming. That means your memes, your viral videos, anything else, music you want to send me. It's much appreciated. Until we meet again, I love you, Stoneheads.
Twist that knob and turn.